Career education is critical to every student's success. When we talk about career education, we're not talking about vocational education. Rather, we're talking about a new curriculum that's more relevant to the needs of our students, that combines vocational and academic education into a new program. This program involves orientation and awareness at the elementary level. It involves exploration at the junior high level. It involves preparation through on-job experience at the senior high level. And the fourth basic that we must concentrate on this year is the area of multicultural education. If we're really going to help our young people to become winners in the real world, then they're going to have to learn more about themselves and about others. And they're going to have to realize that we gain strength through our differences.
Pat Toomay wears number 67. He says George Andrie is a cowboy institution. Not to imply that Pat is any kind of a revolutionary, but he does desire to bring about a change in the order of things. He wants George Andrie's job.
Right, well, you know, everybody wants to play, Verne, and you just, you give it your best shot, and if you play, you play. If you don't, you do like Stinsick did. You go ahead on.
Are you considering that move, should it come to that? If you don't start this year, would you ask to be traded?
I might do that, yeah, but I think by the end of the year, I think I'll be the...
Pat, in the years that you have been with the club, have you learned a lot? Is there a learning process involved, or do you think you conceivably could have started a couple of years ago?
Oh, no, there's no way. I know more now than I did before, but I still don't know, you know, half of what there is to know. I watch George, and I watch Lily, and I watch Cole, and I pick up a lot that way, but you can't just step in and play as a rookie. Cole did, I don't know, you know, he made a lot of mistakes. He had to. It's awful tough.
Pat Toomay is a young man, but for the purposes of his quest here at camp, he has borrowed old man George Allen's philosophy at Washington. The future is now. George Andrie doesn't quite think so, and we'll talk to George about that tonight at 10. From Thousand Oaks, California, Verne Lundquist with the Dallas Cowboys for Channel 8 Sports.
They were offered by City Councilman Fred Zeder. Last week, Zeder issued a detailed report on the city's summer hiring practices. The report showed nearly 14% of the city's summer jobs held by persons related to full-time city employees, and about 13% of them held by people living outside the city of Dallas. And with the new guidelines, these percentages almost certainly will be changed, but not for right now. Zeder says the guidelines won't take effect until next summer. Jack Hill, Channel 8 News on the Move.
That guy has loomed large in the Cowboy history. George Andrie, a fixture at defensive end for the past 10 years. But now at age 32 and bothered by a bad back, George Andrie is forced to look over his shoulder at the sudden emergence of a young man named Pat Toomay.
Well, it really is. I respect Pat. He's going to be a real fine young defensive end one of these days, and it might be this year. And there's always that time in everybody's life when they get pushed and things happen to them physically or whatever. And I feel like I can help the Dallas Cowboys this year, and I feel like I can play for them this year. And how effective I'll be will depend on my back, and I think this is probably the only thing that really would limit my performance on that field this year.
George got a hint of things to come last year when, for all practical purposes, he split time with Pat Toomay. No matter the outcome of the confrontation this time around, his contributions to the Cowboys will long be remembered. This is Verne Lundquist with the Dallas Cowboys for Channel 8 Sports in Thousand Oaks, California.
The Honorable Mayor Wes Wise and the City Council declared August the 17th when the Moscow Dynamo team will play against the North American Soccer League champion, the Dallas Tornado, as Soccer Summit Day. It isn't just Soccer Day, it's Soccer Summit Day to indicate the importance of two champions, one from each country, meeting each other here in Dallas at Texas Stadium. We are quite pleased and honored that the city has given us this recognition.
Ron, we're receiving an awful lot of pressure from Atlanta. Just what will it take for the Tornado to get back into the playoff again this year?
Well, if Atlanta lose, we've both got one game each to play, and if Atlanta loses this coming weekend, then we're automatically in it. We're 5 points in front, so if they get 5 or more points, then we have to go to Montreal and produce something, some other goal or a result or something like that. So if they get 5 or more points this weekend, it's a very important game for us. Then the pressure is put back on us. We have to go to Montreal and score some goals.
The check amounted to $800,000 accepted by Claude Wilkerson, Fort Worth Transit Manager, for 114 buses and parts inventory. The new system will be called Citran, short for City Transit Service of Fort Worth. McDonald Transit Associates, a management firm hired by the city, presented the council with a preview look of what is to come. The new buses will be painted several different colors to determine public acceptance. One has already been prepared in a yellow color scheme, which the council viewed at City Hall this morning. One of the new features of the buses will include a locked fare box beginning August 7th. The new system will require exact fare by passengers and is designed to prevent holdups. Sunday service also will be implemented beginning August 27th. An additional 100 new air-conditioned buses are expected to be delivered by April of next year after competitive bids are made. Jim Green, Channel 8 News on the Move in Fort Worth.
Outside footpath.